welcome back with the part 2 of our jaw. Now that you have taken the time to connect with your jaw, to sense the subtle movements, the small tremors, the held energy beneath the skin, we are ready to explore what it's been holding for you. Because when life teaches us that speaking our truth is unsafe, unaccepted, or too much, this area becomes a muscular armor of silence. A place where emotion is clenched, bitten back, and restrained. You might recognize that feeling, that tightness that appears when you want to say something, but you just stop yourself. You swallow your emotions instead of letting it move through you. And when you smile, even though something inside you aches. When we look at the jaw, we are looking at one of the body's most powerful gates. This is where emotion meets our expression, where what we feel inside meets what we allow to come out to express. In the awareness exercises, we saw already that the specific parts of the jaw has their own meaning. When we look at the jaw as a whole, it speaks of restraint, the instinct to hold ourselves together when expression feels unsafe to us. If we look at the left side, we hold the feeling, the emotions we don't feel safe to share, the truths that stay unspoken inside. On the right side, it holds our expression, the voice that wants to act, to say no, to speak up, but that hesitates. We have the chin, or our front jaw carries the identity, the part of us that wants to appear composed, proud and strong, even when we're hurting inside. Our TMG reflects control, the constant tension between surrender and holding on, between speaking and staying silent. And we have our teeth, where we clench, we bite, or we grind. It reveals force of suppression, the effort it takes to hold everything in, to contain emotions that were never allowed to move out. Each layer of the jaw shows us how much strength it takes to stay silent, and how much freedom we get when we allow the truth to move out again. The main emotions that live here are, first of all, anger, the repressed fire of the self-protection. The jaw is one of the main places in the body where anger gets trapped. But it's not the wild, destructive kind of anger. It's the protective kind that never got to move. When those boundaries weren't honored and it wasn't safe to express that energy, especially as a child, the body learned to hold it back. The jaw became the armor that held in everything that wanted to be said, to be screamed or cried. So instead of expression, there is compression. The clenching part, the grinding, the tightness are the body's ways of containing power that never got to move through the voice. Anger here is not a problem, it's a protector. It guards the boundary between yourself and between the others, between your truth and between silence. When we learn to work with it, to feel it, to move it safely, that held energy becomes clarity, strength, and direction again. Underneath that anger lies fear. The fear of speaking your truth, the silence of your survival. The jaw holds the fear that says, if I speak, I will be rejected. If I tell my truth, I will be punished. If I show who I am, I will lose love or safety. This fear is deeply somatic. It's wired into the nervous system from experiences where expression wasn't safe. So the body learned that silence equals survival. The muscles of the jaw tighten to hold back the sound, the tears, the truth. And that's why even thinking about speaking up can trigger physical tension in the jaw. The body remembers it. Healing this fear is not about forcing yourself to talk louder, to speak your truth aggressively. It's about reteaching the body that it is safe to express again. It's about letting the nervous system know that you don't have to bite down on your truth anymore. You are safe. Anger and fear live together here. Our fear, they keeps the anger locked in. And the anger, they protect the fear from being exposed. When one starts to soften, the other begins to move too. That's when voice, expression, and authenticity begin to flow again. The jaw asks one deep question. What truth am I holding back? What am I afraid of? What will happen if I speak? Let that question land. Don't rush it or answer it quickly. Just feel it in your body. This question is not about pushing or forcing expression. It's about noticing what has been waiting for permission. The jaw does not ask for relaxation first. It asks for permission to express, for the safety to let the truth tremble through the voice again. Because real release is not just because loosening the muscles. It's reclaiming the right to speak, to feel, to express, and to exist as you are. In the next part, we will explore somatic movements to help the jaw unwind. You don't have to push or try to relax. Just follow the sensations. Stay present with what you feel and let the body guide the way. Let's begin. Somatic exercises of the jaw. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. Feel the air move past your lips and your tongue, and feel your jaw soften just a little bit. Not by force, just be aware. Notice how it feels when you no longer have to hold it tightly. Notice the part of you that's been waiting to be heard. Let's begin. Gently open your mouth slightly, just enough for softness. Begin to trace tiny, slow circles with the tip of your chin, as if you're drawing circles with your jaw in the air. Let the movement be slow, round, fluid, and unhurried. Really feel the jaw joints glide instead of snapping. Breathe into the space it creates. Every small circle unravels a little more of what you've been holding. And now switch directions. Now for the next exercise, interlace your fingers and rest them beneath your chin. Take a slow breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, press your chin gently down into your hands, just enough to feel your jaw engage. Feel that subtle push, the effort, the tension that lives in this hinge. Stay here for a moment and notice what it feels like to hold on, to resist, to control. And then, with your next exhale, let it go completely. let your chin drop softly into your hands. Feel the weight of your hand being fully supported. No effort and no push. Let gravity stretch through the back of your neck, your jaw, your throat. Now inhale again and gently lift your chin back up. Light, spacious, effortless. And exhale and press your chin down into your hands. Feel the contrast, feel the tension, and release. Feel the control and the surrender. Let's do it one more time. Inhale and gently lift your chin back up. And exhale and press your chin down into your hands. And release. With each round, your jaw learns that it's safe to soften. Now bring your fingertips to the corners of your mouth and begin to sweep slowly outwards along your cheeks, following the lines of your cheekbones all the way towards your ears, and then glide back again towards the mouth. Continue this a few times, smooth and rhythmic, and feel the skin warm, the muscles soften, and the fascia loosen. You are feeling the space that holds your expression, the muscles that shape how you show emotion, how you speak, and how you smile. Now pause. Let your lips rest lightly together. Feel your jaw. It's maybe warm, maybe tingling, maybe a little bit lighter. Notice how this ease travels down into your neck, into your shoulders, and even into your breath. The jaw teaches us about control and expression, when to hold and when to let go. By softening here, you're giving yourself permission to speak, permission to feel, and permission to express without bracing. Take one final deep breath in through your nose and exhale with a long sigh out through your mouth. Let your whole face soften and carry this openness with you in your voice, in your words, in your presence. Your jaw doesn't need to guard your truth. It just needs to let it flow. Be gentle with yourself. Healing happens in these small mindful moments. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you again in the next release.